Have you ever just walked into your kitchen and thought to yourself, my gosh, this is disgusting and nasty, and somebody really needs to be deep cleaning this for me? Well, that is exactly what we're going to be doing today. I've been talking about deep cleaning my house for fall, and we are on to the kitchen in this video. I previously did the living room. If you have not seen that video, I'll have it in the cards above. Go and check that out. But today we are spending an entire day deep cleaning this kitchen, and I hope this gives you some motivation because I desperately needed some motivation myself on this day. I really didn't want to do it. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not. I was trying to think of so many different ways for me to get out of it, but I was like, no, girl. You just got to bear down, get it done, and you're going to feel so much better about it. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here, and I'm so grateful that you're spending a little bit of time with me today. Like I said, I just was not feeling it this day, and I didn't want to clean, but I knew that I had to because it's just horrible in here. Like, to the naked eye, it probably didn't look that bad, but in the nooks and crannies, like all the little places that I can see and you can't because you're not here to see it, it needed it so bad. So I'm going to go ahead and start by just folding up these towels, and I will let you know about these towels here in just a little bit, but this is actually the reason why we're doing this video. It all started around these towels. I went ahead and started by getting all of the things cleared off of this table, just all of the clothes that needed to be hung up, the mail that needed to be put away. I just went ahead and took care of that. I'm also going to go ahead and get everything off of the counters. Anything that I can get put away, I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. I'm going to get the dishwasher loaded and start to move things out. I'm going to do the best I can. You guys know that I can do pretty much anything by myself. I don't really like to ask for help, and especially if nobody is home with me, I just end up doing it by myself anyway. Bodie is no help. Literally. Look at him. He's not doing anything but being cute. That's about it. That's all he's got. But that's okay. That keeps him employed. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get this stuff started. I'm going to be moving like the table that my microwave stands on and anything else that I can get out of here. My kitchen table is so extremely heavy. There's no way. I can move it by myself, but it's just, I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. And my mini fridge, I'm not going to move that either, but I am going to get everything clean behind it and looking all nice and smelling all nice. And another thing that I do when I do like deep cleaning rooms, I like to do like a checklist. I know that in my head, I want to start like top to bottom. So I'm thinking, okay, I need to go ahead and get everything out. That way, if I'm cleaning something up top, that's not going to like drop dust and dirt all over a clean countertop. Does that make sense? So I went ahead and started by getting everything off of the counters like I was saying. And I was like, well, let me just go ahead and rinse out this sink real quick. That was a bad idea because I had the camera in my hand and I sprayed myself with water. And then the whole front of my shirt was wet, and I was annoyed for like a good 30 minutes. And then I just had to wait for it to dry. But here we are. So I also decided to go ahead and do just like a quick vacuum. After I picked up those rugs, it just like, you know, got hair, dog hair and crumbs and all that kind of stuff all over the place. And I didn't want to be walking all over that for the entire day. So I went ahead and got the vacuum out and did a quick sweep throughout the whole room. And literally, like everything that I moved, there was like 10 more handfuls of dog hair behind it. So I spent a good time going ahead and vacuuming up all of that stuff. That way I could go ahead and move on to something else.
I haven't thought about you in a while. I haven't thought about that beautiful smile and how it used to make my heart go wild, wild. You look deep into my eyes, and all I could think was, why did I have to fall for you this time? And I know things have changed, and I know that we're not the same, but I just really need to know how you're gonna treat me. I need to know if you can really make me happy. I need to know that I won't be lonely. I need to know before I call you baby. Baby, I need to know before I call you baby. You're really funny, I can't deny, but I wanna know what goes to know how you're.
I'll tell you what, my supervisor was putting in some overtime on this day. I swear he was wearing me out watching him follow me more than I was wearing myself out cleaning. So I'm going to go ahead and start to get everything out of this refrigerator. This is another thing that I really wanted to tackle today. I don't know how. It's just two adults here and our refrigerator is disgusting. So I needed to get everything out and get everything wiped down. Now, I recently did my freezer and it didn't take me but like a few minutes. That one really wasn't dirty, but there was just a lot of stuff shoved in there. So I was taking things out and throwing away empty cartons and packages and things like that and just kind of got it all situated. So this side of the refrigerator is what I really needed to focus on. I had some spills that I needed to get cleaned up and also just to get rid of anything that was old or expired. And I'm going to tell you what, if you are triggered by people that throw food away, you're not going to want to watch this video. I don't know how many times that I do just like a video like this or something that I post on Instagram and people lose their minds that I'm throwing food away. They're like, oh my God, you should be donating that. I'm like, oh my God, it had mold on it. What do you want me to do? Like, this is like real life. You can't tell me that you've never thrown food away before. Does it upset me? Absolutely, because it was my money that I spent to buy those groceries that we didn't get to eat. So don't feel bad. It's okay. I'm sorry, I just kind of went off on a rant there, but I don't understand how people think the way that they do sometimes. But, you know, I put my life out here on the internet to be, you know, ridiculed and made fun of or, you know, hated on. I don't care. Anyway, it's my kitchen, my food, my money. So we're going to go ahead and clean out these drawers. And one thing that I do like to do is I will buy like a big pack of sponges, and if I'm going to be doing just like a small job like this, I will go ahead and cut one in half. That way I've still got a sponge to use. It's plenty big enough and I'm not wasting a whole sponge. Are sponges expensive? Sometimes, and in this day and time I'm going to try to save as much money as I possibly can. So a lot of times when I buy them, I'll go ahead and pre-cut them. That way I just need to grab one, but I hadn't done that yet. So that might be something that you want to start doing. If you've never thought of it, just cut your sponge. It just saves you a little bit of money and it takes no time at all. Now that I've gotten all the cabinets wiped down, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the windows. And I wanted to let you know I did clean the window over the sink, but for some reason, the way that I had my camera and the way the sun was coming in, it was legitimately like just one dark video. So I went ahead and took that out, and I did want to show you getting this window clean. And if you watched my living room deep clean, my windowsill in the living room was disgusting. But these in the back of the house don't get as dirty. I just don't understand that, but that's just the way it is. But I did go ahead and clean the windows and the windowsills here. And then I went ahead to start doing my baseboards. And normally I would just use like a wet cloth and some spray cleaner or whatever, but this time I wanted to do something different. I found like a dish scrubber that I had under the sink, and I was like, well, let me go ahead and try this. So I got the dish scrubber, I put a little bit of Dawn detergent in it and some hot water, and literally just took that all over my baseboards. That way I didn't have to touch anything. And then as soon as I got finished scrubbing all of that, I just went back over everything with a clean towel just to wipe everything up and get any suds that were left over, because after that I went ahead and mopped my floor, and I took care of all that anyway. But I always like to clean my cabinets, because you not only have like dirt and dust, but you have like grease and things like that from when you cook, so they're always disgusting. And since I've had my cabinets painted white for the last few years, it just shows everything. So I definitely do try to do those a lot more often than not. And I know by now it's only been like maybe 10 or 11 minutes that you have been watching me do this, but at this point of the day, I was already over it. My back was hurting, everything was hurting. I had already been at it for like, hours, and I was just like, you've got to keep pushing. You cannot stop now. I don't know how many times I get in the middle of a project and I'm like, why did you do this? Why did you start doing this? But I know that the end result is going to be amazing, and I know that that is something that needed to be done. Also, right there in the corner, that's where Bodie was a baby, and that was like literally the only thing that he's ever messed up. He chewed that little corner, and we just haven't fixed it. So there's that. It's just his little love bite that we've kept in the house. I do need to have that taken care of at some point. Anyway, probably when we go and paint all the trim in the house, I'll have that fixed. But now I'm going to go ahead and move on to these drawers. I'm going to take everything out, wipe all of the drawers out. I'm going to go through utensils that I don't use, and also clean out my utensil caddy, that white thing on the top. I don't know what you call it, but it's a utensil caddy, a utensil tray, whatever. I'm going to get that cleaned out, and I'm also going to switch some things around. Now, I know in the beginning I told you that this kind of all started around kitchen towels. So with our limited availability for space in this house, and especially the kitchen, we just have too much stuff and we have nowhere to put it. So that was another reason why I kind of wanted to declutter these drawers and get rid of things that I didn't need or didn't use. And I definitely did do that. But we have that little tiny small drawer that's over by the refrigerator. And I had like some of our kitchen towels rolled up in there, but it still just wasn't enough room. That drawer right there, there was just not enough. It's too small. So I decided to go ahead and use that as like the barbecue drawer, because we don't use these things all the time. So I figured, why not have a space specifically for that? So when Ruben is, cooking out or whatever, he knows where all of that stuff is, and I don't have to go digging for the stuff. So I decided to go ahead and move everything over there. And then in the tall pantry here, I decided, we have like this bottom drawer, and it was just full of junk, and you're going to see that here in a minute too. And I said, I need to just go ahead and clean that drawer out, and then I can use that for all of my kitchen towels. And that's exactly what I did. So I ended up getting these drawers cleaned out, and I cleaned out that bottom pantry drawer, and I went through all the junk, and I got rid of the things that we did not need, and the things that we did need, I went and put them in a more proper place. And I was able to order more kitchen towels off of Amazon. I really like these. They're really good quality. I got like, I don't know, 15 of them for like $14 or something. And I was able to get rid of the really ratty ones that just really needed to be thrown away. They were holey, they were bleach stained and all that stuff. So I got rid of the bad ones, and I was able to put the new ones in there. I got them all washed, and it just looks so much nicer. And I'm so glad that I started this, because that really just triggered me into doing a whole deep clean through my house.
Suicide door right just to prove you wrong.
I would like to go ahead and give my double chin a shout out because she has made multiple appearances in this video today. But yeah, I went ahead and got my floor mopped. It was so gross. I mean, just so stinking gross. And I also went ahead and started to go ahead and bring everything back into the kitchen. I gave my kitchen chairs a good wipe down. Those were gross. Those were full of dog hair. And to be honest with you, we don't sit a lot at this table. Like, we use this table a lot, but it's rare that we just, sit down and eat at this table. So they weren't too bad. It was just really just dusty and dog hair from not being sat in. So I went ahead and got those taken care of as well. And then Bodie was mad because he couldn't lay on the carpet anymore. But I'm just going to go ahead and start bringing everything back in, and then I can start to wipe down countertops and stuff like that, because at this point everything was pretty much clean. Like, I had done all of the major things that I wanted to do, but I needed to lastly come back in and take everything out of that pantry and start to go through all of that and declutter it and get rid of things that weren't needed anymore, things that were bad, stuff like that. And again, like I said, if you get triggered by by watching people throw away food, please don't watch, because I do throw stuff away, and I apologize. Well, I'm not going to apologize. Again, like I said, it's my food, my money. But I will say that a lot of the stuff that I threw away were just like empty boxes. I was able to consolidate mostly like a lot of snack stuff into like a snack basket and things like that. So it wasn't so much that I threw away that I consolidated, if that makes you feel any better. But I'm going to go ahead and finish getting all of this stuff wiped down, and then we're going to go ahead and move on into that pantry.
I'm so tired.
So I don't know if you could tell, but literally 3 of those boxes that I picked up with one hand were all empty. I don't know why people put empty boxes back into a cupboard or anything empty back into a refrigerator, but it does happen in this house too. So I got rid of those. I was able to consolidate a lot of the snacks, crackers, breakfast bars, and things like that. And I ended up just putting them in one basket. That way we knew that where all the, snacks and candies went, they're just in one little basket. So I really didn't get rid of but like that one trash bag of stuff. And honestly, it wasn't even a lot of food. Like I said, it was more boxes and packaging than anything. So I was able to go back in and just kind of reorganize everything and make everything look a little bit more cohesive. And probably, I would say, I don't know, by 2 weeks, it's just going to look just the same, because apparently nobody knows how to put anything away like it was in this house. Myself included. I'm not going to say it's all one person. I do the same thing sometimes. But at this point, Reuben had, actually, you guys have got to see him twice in this video. That's astonishing. But he was hunting in the morning and came back that one time that you saw him. And then he went back out and brought lunch. And then he was back out again and had just called me and told me that he had, I don't know, people get upset about this. Anyway, I don't know. He had told me that he had got a bear, and his really close friend, they have a farm, and they really try to like make sure that there's they keep control of the population of animals over there, because they have corn and they have soy and they have a whole bunch of stuff. So it's for a reason. It's not just because they're doing it. Anyway, he was telling me about it, and I'm like, what the hell are you going to do with a bear? He's like, I don't know. We turned it in, so it is what it is. But he was calling to tell me that, so that was why I had that look on my face when he called. I was like, don't bring it here. I have nothing to do with it. Bodie would love it, but please don't bring that here. So this is what the pantry looks like now. Again, like I said, it's probably not going to last that long. We're just going to tear it up again, and I'll have another video of me cleaning it out within, I don't know, a month. So I also went ahead and deep cleaned Bodie's food and water bowl. I always like to do this when I'm doing a good kitchen clean, because that stuff gets gross. Dogs are gross. I love them. I love him, but they're disgusting. So I want to make sure that those are clean, because that water bowl, it can get mold in it if you don't pay attention and make sure that it's cleaned out. And I never want to be the reason that he gets sick or anything like that, because I didn't clean his bowls out. So I wanted to make sure that those got done too. And then I went ahead and wiped down anything that I had forgotten about. And to be honest with you, I didn't do like an oven deep clean, because I had recently done that, and we don't cook enough in there to make a big mess. So it wasn't dirty enough for me to do like a deep clean of the oven. It was literally just going to put more time on my day. And to be honest with you, I did not want to do that. I was ready for a shower, and I was ready to be done. So one of the last things that I wanted to go ahead and do was my sinks. And I wanted to do like the whole thing where I do the, the vinegar and the baking soda and my hot water, but I was out of baking soda. So I wasn't able to do it, and it made me very sad. But I did go ahead and make sure that it was all nice and clean. I actually did a really good deep clean of it when I replaced that faucet, so I didn't feel as bad. So it is all clean. But yeah, I hope this video gave you tons of motivation. I hope it made you feel a little bit better about your kitchen. And I'm going to be quite honest with you, it's probably going to need another deep clean within 2 months. So there is always something to do over here. So in case you guys are not already subscribed and you enjoy this realistic, real life cleaning motivation, make sure you click that button. I would love for you to join my YouTube family here and have you come back and return and watch some more videos. Make sure that you let me know in the comments below if you're new, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your support. I cannot tell you how much this means to me, but you guys know I give you this spiel every single time, and I mean it every single time. So I went ahead and wiped down my kitchen table lastly, because I had all of that stuff sitting on it from the pantry. But this is what the kitchen looks like. I know to the naked eye it just looks like, she just went and cleaned her kitchen. But girl, let me tell you, I spent all day doing it, and Bodie is sitting there looking like, he's worked his third job. I don't know why he didn't do anything, but thank you so much for being here again. I love you guys, and make sure you come back, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.